Patrick at Pals. Chuck, what do we got here?
We've got a Mercedes 550 C-Class that the customer's complaint was that on startup the car ran fine, but once it got warm, it would be hard to start and would run like a misfire or not operating correctly as far as the engine goes. Now, Kendall, when you looked at this, what did you find?
When I took it out for a test drive, it drove great. Didn't have any issues with it. When I brought it in, did a code scan on it, and I found out that it had a code for P0336, which is a crank position sensor circuit malfunction. These cars are actually notorious for having that issue.
So it's a crank sensor code?
Yes.
Now, how did you diagnose that?
So when I went through, just verified to make sure that it was reading the crank sensor, and at the time it was. But after taking a look at it, we were able to determine that the crank sensor had failed or starting to fail, and after it heats up, that's when it starts acting up.
And that's because when the crank sensor's up at operating temperature, the electronics can fail due to exposure to heat. So what you're really looking at is cam sensor, crank sensor correlation. That is the two talking to each other. It lets the computer know when to inject fuel and when to fire the spark to burn that fuel. If you lose that correlation, the car will not run properly. So if you have a cam sensor problem or a crank sensor problem or any problem with your Mercedes or domestic or exotic car, bring it to Pals. We hope to see you soon.